Give me a second here. So I've got a bunch of stuff for you guys today. We're going to do something a little bit different. Just got to pull up the chat here. What's up, Lordy Hot Dog? There will never be another Metazoo. I agree with that. That's why I'm doing this stream, kind of a combination of all of these TCGs. There's been so many brand new indie TCGs that have come out, and they've all sent me like all kinds of free product, really cool stuff. And much like with women, I have a hard time committing to just one of them. So instead of doing one dedicated stream to just one of these TCGs, I want to open all of them in one stream. So I've got kind of a buffet, a smorgasbord, if you will, of all this stuff. Your average player says they ended up canceling my clothing order. So they told me they were canceling orders of 10 or more. You might have been one of those people. So I saw that a lot of people got their shirts today that they ordered from the last stream, but unfortunately there were some people that were placing orders for like 37 shirts. So there were people that were screwing it up because the idea was for as many people in that chat to get a free shirt or two as possible. It was like to give a lot of people something free and not one person 37 shirts. It's fine if you ordered like one of each shirt because there was only like 4 shirts or maybe a couple different sizes, you and your girlfriend. But they were saying they were having inventory issues because there were people placing orders for 25 shirts, 37 shirts, one person, 15 shirts. And that kind of was not the idea of that. So they told me they canceled any order of 10 or more shirts because they were like wiping out the inventory of sizes for everybody else. I think we had like 60 total orders. And for the most part, almost all of those orders were like 1 or 2 items. So most people kind of understood the idea. And then there were a couple orders of, I think there was 25, 37, and a few like 15 to 20s in there. What was your order? You said a hoodie for me, my cousin, and his father for Father's Day. If you only ordered 3 things, that's totally fine. Oh, dude, Jake, 100%. I think that's what the 37 order was someone was thinking they were just going to resell them. Like, obviously, nobody needs 37. And I fucked up because the other thing, too, was for some of I think for the t-shirts, the shipping didn't change with the code. So if you ordered 1 or 2 shirts, it was fine. But the guy that ordered like 37, the shipping was still like the shipping price for 1 shirt. It was only like $4 shipping for like 37 shirts. So I kind of fucked that up. So most people that ordered 1 or 2 shirts, the shipping was fine and it was covered. But then the people that placed like those bigger orders, it like the system gave them however many shirts for like $4 shipping. But yeah, I'm glad so many people got their shirts today. I saw that a lot of people were messaging me that they got them. That was cool. Oh, cool. So you ordered these too. So, all right, I'll kind of introduce what I've got for you guys here in this stream. Oh, cool. We've actually got 38 people watching. Awesome. I wasn't sure how this was going to go because it's not Metazoo. It's something different, but everyone always says they'll tune in no matter what we're opening. So I figured this would be more of a hang out with the chat type of stream, see what's cool and what's not. And because I don't really know much about what I'm opening, I'd probably be talking to you guys a little bit more than I normally would. So let's give you guys a little taste here. So we've got 4 different brands. We've got Chronicles of Arcane, we've got Cal, we've got Primal TCG, and we've got Otherverse. So I'll show you guys like a couple little samples from each one. This is Primal TCG. This is like a random slab that they sent me. This is a Kickstarter promo. I guess it's serialized. 7.5 was the grade on that from Beckett. And these are some sample cards from Otherverse, the Goblin King and Chaos Reaper. These both getting a PSA 9, so that's kind of a sample of what their artwork looks like. And then, so LolCal, I think I've got some other cards here from LolCal. There's also a little Mario card, but I don't know where I put it. I got so much shit sitting here. But anyway, LolCal TCG, this is their kind of Mike Waddell card. And we're going to be doing a collaboration with LolCal where we're doing a Nick Strength and Power promo card that's going to be serialized and holographic and potentially gradable with PSA through LolCal on this channel. So every single stream will be giving away a promo card that's serialized, holo, and potentially gradable with PSA thanks to LolCal. But this is their Mike Waddell one. And then Otherverse. So Otherverse sent, or no, I'm sorry, Chronicles of Arcane. They sent me a bunch of stuff today, but I had some promo cards from them already, just to give you guys an example. Oh, wait, this is another LolCal one, isn't it? Sexy Goth Bad Boy. These are all Otherverse, I believe. So there's a cool one. I'm sorry, I keep getting them mixed up. This is not Otherverse. These are Chronicles of Arcane. This might be Primal. Yeah, that's Primal. Yeah, those are Chronicles of Arcane. So Chronicles of Arcane is the one that there's a pre-release one. This is the one that a bunch of Metazoo artists already went over to. So this is one that's already popular with Metazoo people. Any update on your PSA order, Josh? The ones that I sent for you, those Charizard cards that I sent for you, let me check right now. We will see. Unfortunately, it looks like that submission is still in research and ID. So it might be a while. So we'll start with LolCal. So this is kind of a TCG based on internet culture. There's like essentially good guys and bad guys in this one. There's like the internet people that are like the good guys, and there's the internet people that are kind of like the people that get made fun of or that are kind of losers. That's kind of the basis of this from what I understand. But they've got this really cool idea for packaging these in these Nintendo consoles, these cartridges. I think this is really cool. And then, so the other thing that they do that I think is really cool is the packs, at least these ones, are in cassette tapes. Really cool idea. And I think this is the gold cartridge. I'm actually not sure. Look how sick that is, dude. Yeah, we got one of the gold ones. Divorced dads would be sick. And then so today, like I said, Chronicles of Arcane sent me a bunch of Kickstarter stuff. So we got a blister pack. We've got two of these, which I'm not sure if these are theme decks. Oh yeah, they are theme decks. One booster pack, one promo, one rule book. So these are theme decks. Then a whole booster box of Chronicles of Arcane Kickstarter. We'll open that. And then actually, I didn't look what this is. But this is pretty cool. I never saw this kind of envelope before. An Armelope, which is like a protective card envelope. I actually didn't look at what's in this yet. Make sure I got all of it out. Oh, there's one more in there. It's pretty cool. I've never seen that before. So some more Kickstarter promos, it looks like. I honestly really like this one. I might grade some of these. So these are, what were those promos from? These are Chronicles of Arcane. These here are LolCal. Well, this is Chronicles of Arcane too. So let's do the gold one first, because this is the coolest thing that I've seen them make. Oh, these are actually serialized out of 99. Are these serialized too? I guess not. But yeah, these are pretty cool. So like I said, we're doing the Nick Strength and Power, because obviously we can't put Pokemon on the card. We're doing our promo cards for this channel with them. So this will give you an idea of what those cards will look like what their holographics look like and stuff. Man, these are really neat. And that should be the promo cards we should actually have by the end of June. So it should be coming soon. And we should know soon if they're gradable with PSA, but they are already gradable with DSG, I believe. All cards in the gold cartridge are serialized. So there's some LOL Cal fans in here. Nice. And I know it's a Monday night, but I've got some leftover Michelobes from Saturday. All right. I really want to open this without scratching the case because this case is fucking sick. So I'll try to break this seal very carefully. Man, this is such a cool idea. And I'm already scratching the fucking case. There we go. Even the stickers. I mean, there's a lot of attention to detail with the LOL Cal stuff. Even the stickers have the logo on them. And I just really like the nostalgic vibes of this. The Nintendo cartridges, the cassette tapes, they have really unique ideas. And I think the fact that it's based around, internet culture, I think is perfect for a promo card for this channel. I think it's going to be great. And if they're gradable with PSA, which is one of the biggest things that I do on this channel is the PSA return videos, it'll be awesome to be able to grade the promo card that we give away. This is so cool, dude. This is such a cool idea. The gold looks so clean. So shout out to LOL Cal. I really appreciate this. Really cool. Number 18 out of 99. And I cannot wait for these promo cards. And I think the fact that they're going to be serialized is going to make them even more desirable and only give away one per stream and make them kind of special. All right, so let's see what we got here. So these are all serialized according to the chat. Lil Rax, number 31 out of 99. So I do think they have different styles of holofoil. I don't know if mine will be gold like this or not. Ralphie, the hero of Gunstar, LOL Cal Chungus. I'm trying to see if I would obviously that's like a Keemstar reference, right? Keemstar and Kirby. Or am I tripping? Is that supposed to be Keemstar? Or is that supposed to be Ethan Klein? Because that's the Keemstar hat, right? Number 31 out of 99. Fish Tank, 52 out of 99. Some of them are more obscure internet references. So if you guys understand... Oh, I know Airsoft Fatty. Okay, I know that one. I know Airsoft Fatty. Wario Soft Fatty is this one. And isn't Fish Tank a reference to... Didn't Sam Hyde do like a reality show called Fish Tank? This is clearly supposed to be Boogie 2988. So I get some of these references. Reshiram says, "What the f are these?" Boogie Kong. So I know Boogie 2988. Super Movie Bob. You guys will have to help me out with this reference. Obviously, I get the Super Mario Brothers reference, but not the Bob one. I'm going to sleeve these up. We're going to sleeve up all the hits from all these different indie TCGs. And I think at the end of towards the end of the stream, we'll do a poll, as to what your favorite indie TCG that we opened here was. And then we'll open more of that because I've got a safe full of booster boxes of all this stuff. I've got a bunch more of these Primal release boxes. I've got a bunch more, obviously, Otherverse. But we're going to finish this Otherverse booster box that I already started to open in this stream. Because we've already opened a lot of Otherverse on this channel. Yeah, they're like internet references. Some of them a little bit more obscure than others. I get the Airsoft Fatty one. I guess that one is Ethan Klein. Now I see the resemblance now in the face with the gray hair and the weird little beard. But I thought the hat was like a Keemstar reference. Umu is making some videos about a potential partner and trying to buy Metazoo after bankruptcy. Well, not to let the cat out of the bag, but I'm the guy that he's talking about as a potential partner. I think I already talked about that in the stream. I talked to him via email a little bit when we were talking about this. So those are the serialized from the gold. This is, I mean, I really like this presentation. This thing's fucking cool. All right, let's do the gray one. Who wants to chip in and buy Nick some sharp scissors? I have a knife somewhere. I just... See, I'm actually surprised we got 52 people watching right now. I'm glad that so many people are here. Gray Cart has the same cards, but not serialized and non-hollow, says Super. Okay. Do I have your knife in here? I might. I usually keep your knife by my front door to open packages with. Josh got me a little knife that is blue. God damn, I gotta get something else. Let me see if I have it in here. This is not the knife Josh got me, but this is what was sitting here. And it's not even attached to a handle. There we go. I think this used to be my fishing knife. I used to cut fishing line with this. Did that really not work? Some quality stickers. There we go. That should do it. There we go. There's one side. Oh, that got it. All right. So these should be the same cards you're saying? All 5 should be the same, just not serialized or hollow. That's definitely supposed to be Ethan. All right, cool. I definitely like the internet subculture references. We're just getting started, Seeker. Oh, shit, did I not send it to you? I thought I already sent you my address, DJ. I'll have to double check. Same 5 cards, just different holograms. Yeah, I guess they're just different versions of the set, I suppose. Hold on, DJ, I got you. I'll do it right now. I always forget. You guys know, it's kind of becoming a meme at this point. I suck with DMs. DJ. I don't even... Oh, I got you. Look, I had started to type it and I just never finished. Let me type this out. That's so typical of me. I literally I said, "Hey, bro, my address is," and then just never finished it. And Preston, if you're watching, I just saw your message about Nom Nom. I did back their Kickstarter, so I think I have 6 booster boxes coming. I don't think they ship until July though, but I am gonna open some Nom Nom when that comes out. Awesome, Chris. Cool. It seems like a lot of people got their shirts today. Interesting. And I kind of fucked up too because well, the first thing was the people placing orders for like 37 shirts. That was annoying. But the second thing was because we didn't really sell a whole lot of these shirts, like we didn't sell like a whole lot in one day ever. They would just kind of like trickle out. The guy that fulfills them, he kind of fulfilled them, never really paid attention to it. So my buddy Brian, who's been like my business partner with a bunch of different things, Brian is the one that designed those shirts and set this up. And he's the one that ordered the shirt. Like he had the shirts printed from this guy because he's friends with this guy that fulfills them. So he set this up like 2 years ago, had these shirts made, printed, and then made a deal with this guy to fulfill the shirts for me. And then so the guy that fulfills them, I actually have met him. I met him a couple times at the Arnold, but I almost never talked to him. So he called me when he saw these orders coming in because there were so many at once. And there were so many people placing like these big orders of like 37, 25, 15 shirts, whatever. And so he called me and he's like, "Yeah, I just wanted to know what to do about this." And I was like, "Yeah, if it's more than 10, we should probably cancel them. I agree." And he was saying the stock was running out, whatever. But he also said, he was like, "There's something else I wanted to talk to you about." He's like, when I saw these orders come in, I was looking at our inventory and I looked back at our agreement. He's like, "I realized that Brian never paid me for these shirts that we printed and he never paid me to fulfill them." He's like, "I'll ship all the shirts out and I'll take care of all the orders that you gave away." He's like, "But I need to get paid." And I said, "Sure, send me an invoice." So I kind of screwed myself into, I don't know how much money it's going to be because like I said, Brian took care of it. I don't know how many shirts were made. I don't know how many were printed. I have no idea what the number is going to be, but he's like, "When I saw these orders come in, I looked into it and then I realized no one ever paid me to make these shirts or ship them out." Because I think that day, with all the orders that were, including the orders that were like 37 and 25, and then all the regular orders, it was like a couple hundred shirts that he had to have his staff ship out and fulfill. And I think then he realized no one's even paying me to do this. So I kind of screwed myself. And now I'm going to have to pay whatever it was to make all those shirts. And I thought, because Brian said he paid it and it was taken care of, and he was like doing it as a favor to me because he owed me a favor. But I guess not. He didn't. He never paid the guy. But oh well. That's kind of how my relationship with Brian typically goes. And I think I told you guys already. One of the things with Brian was when tax season came around. It's the same shirts that I gave you, Josh. I gave you a couple of them free shirts. So when tax time came around, I got a random text from Brian, and we kind of go back and forth with some of this stuff. But I got a random text from Brian, and he's like, "Can I get that? Can I get that commission we talked about?" And I was like, "What commission?" So Brian helped me on another deal with getting a supplement sponsorship for my main channel, Muscle Tech, and it was a pretty big sponsorship. It was a 6-figure sponsorship. And so Brian messaged me right after. Actually, it was the day taxes were due. And he said, "Can I get that commission?" I said, "What was the commission?" He said, "Because I got you that Muscle Tech deal, I'm entitled to my 10%. Like, we never had a contract or an agreement or anything about a 10%. And he was like, "Can I get that 10%?" I was like, 10%? And I was like, of like this month or what? He's like, no, of everything you've already made. So he wanted like 5 figures of. I was like, dude, what are you talking about? Just randomly, like 10 months into my deal, can I get that 10%? I was like, bro, what are you talking about? But that's kind of how it goes with me and Brian. So this is still Lawcal. This is their cassette, and this will be. You guys saw the gold hollow from the gold set, but this hollow I believe will be what our promo cards that we're going to be giving away for this channel will be. It'll look more like this, the goat token. Basic tape. And again, if you guys know some of these, so again, these are kind of obscure internet references. If you guys get some of these that I don't, let me know. Dimension 7 Yo. I don't get that one. Solo Shuffler. See, I don't know. This one to me looks kind of like Ethan Klein also. Oh, this is EDP, the Predator. Pastry Predator. He just wanted a cupcake. I get that one. I believe this is Asmongold, the false king of Acronia. Council's Verdict. Cal Bash. Smokey McCracken. I don't get this one. Fat Man Wings of Redemption. That's Cyrax. Which one was Cyrax? The king one? Philip Solo. I'm gonna look at this packaging a little bit more. These are pretty cool, man. I really like this idea. All right, so we're going to open up a little bit from each one. So I'll do one more of these, and then we'll kind of switch back and forth. We're not going to open all of them in one go, and we'll kind of go back and forth between them all. I just got that honey mustard you told me about. It's not bad, off topic. Did Megan also take you to Jungle Gyms, or did you just go there with your friend? Rascal token. Oh, cool. You went to main event Hooters and Jungle Gyms. This looks like a hit. The golden tape. I do have an order for Nom Nom. It just hasn't come yet because it was the Kickstarter. So I don't have any tonight. But we'll sleeve up our golden tape. Booze Barred Blade. I don't know. Chris the Narc. It's one of the Mr. Beast dudes. Dark Side Becky. That one's like extra detailed. Dimension 7 Yo. This looks like the Cyrax guy again. Flip the Bird. Sir Maudie, King of Arconia, legendary troll. You guys get this one? The reference was Cop Guy to the Narc. It's kind of a cool idea because some of you guys get this. You guys get some of the stuff that I don't. All right, I want to do, so before we finish the Law Cow, I want to do some of the Chronicles of Arcane. Then, like I said, we'll kind of bounce back and forth as we go. Because this is the one that I've heard a lot about, and I've never opened any of it. I know that Argos got kind of into this. I don't know if he's still into it, but Argos obviously was one of the biggest Metazoo dudes, and he got back into this. And I know, like I said, a lot of the Metazoo artists went over to Chronicles of Arcane, so that's why a lot of people seem to like it. And honestly, of some of the artwork that I've seen so far, I'm really liking this Acroni's Tempest Dragon. I'm really liking the art on this card. Kind of like Magic the Gathering style artwork, it looks like. A little bit more detailed than Metazoo. Most of the references are so obscure. I think I get about 50% of them. So, and I am on the internet quite a bit. So maybe they are obscure. Huh, interesting. So this booster box only has 10 booster packs? Huh. Interesting. You should announce that you're buying Metazoo at Mothfest. Okay, what do we have here? So that must be what this pack is. If you guys are familiar with Chronicles of Arcane, so this is like a spell book. Okay. I thought it was a booster box. I got you. Foundry of Existence. So that's what this pack is. Is this like a box topper? Let's see. I'm not sure if Chronicles of Arcane is gradable either. All right, so it looks kind of similar to Metazoo in the sense that the box topper is like a full hollow like that. Cloudwalker's Training Grounds. Interesting. I wonder how long it's going to take before we actually have another. Yeah, Speed. I'm definitely interested in talking to Speed Robo about that. He's mentioned that. We'll see what happens though. I haven't heard anything else from Umu. I know that he tried to contact the what's it called? The trustee. He tried to contact the trustee, but I never heard anything back from him, so I don't know if he got in touch with him or not. Did I see that George Strait's concert broke 110,000 people? Where was that at? So I guess the set is called Foundry of Existence. That's like the name of their Kickstarter set. Flame Burst. I wonder if they use AI at all for any of these cards. This kind of looks like an AI image. And I don't see an artist credited on this one. Fireball. Fire Starter. I was like, what's the one for? One's in the chat for Metazoo. People miss Metazoo, huh? Wood Elf Tracker. Stone Skin Stalker. Glacial Conjurer. Incendiary Mage. Jungle Stride Lion. I wonder why there's no artist credited on the card. Water Essence and a full hollow, I guess a full hollow. Lava Elemental. Or would this be a reverse? Do they have reverse hollows in this? Trust me, I hope Metazoo comes back too. I miss it. I already missed the Hello Kitty boxes. I did see that they restocked those pink boxes on eBay. They're still $150 a box, but they restocked them from that same seller. Because Metazoo was kind of like, it was like lightning in a bottle, because it was like the perfect timing, but it was like the perfect combination of things. It had like that nostalgic old watercolor Pokemon style artwork. It had the cryptid theme. It was at the perfect time for the TCG boom. And it is kind of interesting as you see these other TCGs pop up. Like, would these have blown up had they came out at the same time as Metazoo? Or was Metazoo just this really one in a million thing? Because I think a lot of people use that to discredit Metazoo. It's like it was just a product of the TCG boom, and people were just fiending for a new, a new stonk card game. But you got to wonder, if these games had came out back then, if they would do as well. Mile High Casters Club says Chronicles of Arcane has been pretty fun. We've been playing here a bit. They just added Jet Yates to their artist lineup along with Isaac and Poncho. Yeah, I know Isaac and Poncho are there. But I wonder why, like I said, I wonder why there's no artist credit on these cards. Another Fire Essence and a Dragon Fire. See, there's an artist credit. So I wonder if the ones that had no credit, if they're like AI. That one does have an artist credit. Yeah, I think the YouTuber that made Alestrals reached out to me. I think he's wanting to send me some stuff too. Metazoo Menace, what's up, dude? I've been really enjoying your your kind of market updates, the recaps of all the eBay sales of the week. Those are some of my favorite Metazoo videos to watch, and really, there's not very many other options, but I have been enjoying those a lot. He says Metazoo is so bittersweet. It sucks that they closed down, but none of us would have the sweet collection bought during the dip of Metazoo if Metazoo didn't close. Metazoo was special because it fit in between Pokemon and Magic. A lot of people reminiscing about Metazoo. See, that's why I like these streams so much. It's kind of a safe place for people that actually enjoyed Metazoo, where you just don't have a constant stream of people shitting on it and saying how much the art sucks, how much everything sucks about Metazoo. It's a scam, it's a ripoff, it's a pump and dump. I like that people here can still say, look, we liked it, and these are the reasons why. It was fun, and we can still open it and collect it. And actually, Metazoo Menace's videos kind of inspired me, because I've never really been an auction guy. I sell all my stuff in auction form, but I've never been a guy to really go and bid on stuff and watch a bunch of auctions. But Metazoo Menace has been showing so many examples of like crazy Metazoo lots, whether it's sealed product or whatever. But these auctions that are going crazy, crazy low, that I just haven't been paying any attention to. So now I'm starting to look at more Metazoo auctions and bid because I just don't pay attention to the auctions. If there's something Metazoo that I want, it's usually a sealed product. I'll go on TCG Player and get it. Or if there's a slab that I want, I'll look at prices and compare like who's got a good buy it now or a best offer. I don't like to, I'm too impulsive. I don't like to wait for an auction to end. Mena says he's literally editing the next weekly video while watching your stream right now. And Cojito, I saw the sale, but I didn't put it in the video. Someone sold 6 Walmart hangers for, damn, dude, 99 cents plus shipping. Yeah, I saw that Sneak Outs had some big ones in some of Menace's videos. But some of the slabs are crazy. Some of the slab auctions, PSA 10 Kickstarter cards going for, you know, like $9. PSA 10 Kickstarter full holo is going for like $9. I just, sales that I don't pay attention to, and Metazoo Menace does a really good job of like showing all these examples. And then there'll be like a random one, like there's like a random Kickstarter card that's not like a big hit, but it's a full holo that'll go for like $120, like randomly in a PSA 10. So it is interesting to see. I think it was like a holy gem or something in a PSA 10. Went for like a crazy amount of money now. With anything over $100 is kind of crazy. Finding new artists is the coolest part about any TCG. And that's the thing too, is like so many people talk shit about the artwork for Metazoo. I really think all the artists, the majority of the artists with Metazoo are super talented, and the stuff that they make is awesome. Like, I love the artwork. That was kind of the big thing for me. The cryptid theme and the way that they portrayed the cryptids was kind of the big thing for me with Metazoo. Yeah, what Escaped Alien said. Crack a cold one for everybody that's still around. I won an auction Saturday for a few boxes for $93. The guy canceled the order today. That really makes me... Oh, I hate when people fucking do that, dude. That's happened to me a few times. That's one of the reasons I don't really mess with auctions too much. Chartreuse says, I've gotten crazy deals to refill the Metazoo Booster Treasure Box. I've gotten the M2P2 box packed to the brim with all types of Metazoo packs. And I reached... Oh, that's a good idea. I've got like 10 of those M2P2 boxes now, and I can't bring myself to burn them or sell them or get rid of them. Those boxes are just so good looking. I use them to store... I was storing some bulk in them, but I always end up burning the bulk. So I started storing reverse holos, then some holos in there, and then I went through them and put all the holos in a binder. Now I'm keeping like sealed promos in there. Those boxes are beautiful, man. I think I can pan over. You could probably still see them. They're right there. All those are M2P2 boxes in that closet over there. So if you're just tuning in, what we're opening right now is Chronicles of Arcane. And several of the heavy hitter Metazoo artists have already gone over to Chronicles of Arcane. Yeah, I'm not seeing on most of these, I'm not seeing any artist credited, so I wonder if most of them are AI. Forest Dragon, that's definitely giving me AI vibes. Which, if I'm being honest, I'm not a huge fan of. Really, I'm not a fan of at all. I like the idea that someone made the art. But like this card, which so far is my favorite card that I've seen from Chronicles of Arcane, this Tempest Dragon, that one does have an artist credited, and that's probably why I like it so much, because you can tell that someone actually made this. But this is a sick-looking card. What's up, Brad? Escaped Alien says your shirt is waiting for me at my PO box. Nick, can't wait to do some alien lifting in that bad boy. That's so cool that so many people's shirts came today. I know that when I talked to the guy that does the fulfillment, he said they were going to be shipping most of them out on Friday. And so I guess they did pretty fast shipping if most people are getting them today. Maybe I'll have to order some divorced dads. Eclipse Dragon from Chronicles of Arcane is my favorite, says Menace. That's the card that got me into it. Only got the dragons too. Only got the dragons though. That's what I like about Otherverse. They've got some really cool looking dragons in here. And I hope one of these does actually end up blowing up someday. Because like I said, I've got a bunch of like sample stuff like this. Like all these companies, Cal, Otherverse, Primal, they've all been very generous and sent me really cool stuff. Not just sealed product, but like grails, sample stuff, and like just really cool stuff that I'm holding on to. Hopefully it does blow up one day. Okay, there's a credited artist on Rage. So I think I'll do that as I go through these Otherverse cards, or I keep getting them mixed up. Chronicles of Arcane cards. I'll only focus on the cards that have a credit to an artist. Winter Warlock. So I don't know. These are reverse hollows, right? These aren't regular hollows because they do have regular hollows. So I don't think we've pulled an actual hit yet, have we? But honestly, if these are reverse hollows, they kind of look pretty sick. Dude, it's honestly been kind of depressing, Cojito, seeing some of these sample cards that have sold for like really, really low. There's been a lot for less than $1,000, which is crazy. Fire Imp is credited, which is crazy because it kind of looks like an AI card. That definitely looks AI. But I am glad it at least sounds like they're taking steps to hire legitimate artists with all these Metazoo guys that they've gotten. But it does seem like most of these cards have no artist credit. This one does. Sergio with the vampire bats. Yeah, I feel like Metazoo was kind of limited, even though I really liked that style of artwork that was kind of Pokemon-esque and that watercolor look. I feel like they were kind of limited with their dragons because they couldn't really make one that looked like this. Like a really detailed, serious, like sinister looking dragon. They kind of had to have that same Metazoo art style as something like a Snipe or a Loveland Frogman. They couldn't really make something like really sinister like this, which would have been cool. Because they did have some good dragons, like the Dragon of Okanto Falls was pretty good. They've had some pretty good variations of that dragon in particular. Oh, I would imagine AI is ruining a lot right now and probably will continue to ruin a lot and get a lot worse than it is now. But going back to Cal, who's making the promo cards for me for this channel, they have real artists. This Mike Waddell one was illustrated by Cat the Cat. My card, my promo card, was illustrated by a real artist, and I like that about that. Whirlwind Slash. Let's see. Are any of these credited? See, like stuff like this, and this is no shade on Chronicles of Arcane. I'm just being honest. But stuff like this, like a lion that's AI artwork, to me is just junk. Tidal Guardian, kind of a cool looking card, but no artist credit. So I guess we're just going to assume any card with no credit is just AI. I like to see that there's so many people in the chat, like Cojito and Escaped Alien, that are like also interacting with each other and sending each other stuff outside of the stream. Like there's friends outside of the stream that are both in the stream, which is cool. I guess that is an interesting way of looking at it. The artist cards might be the chase. Another Sergio. Glacial Impact. No artist credited. Yeah, I saw it, Metazoo Menace. It was really sad, man. Metazoo had so much potential. Seeing it on that King of Collectibles show, it was just depressing, dude. So much potential. Seems like there's a lot of people not feeling the AI art concept of Chronicles of Arcane, and I agree with that. And again, I think that was part of the appeal of Metazoo. It's like you knew that an artist actually made that card, which made it like it had like a distinct characteristic to it. I think are we just pulling all reverse hollows here? Some people made an open source Metazoo called OpenZoo. Interesting. There's an artist illustrated card. I like that one, actually. And this one has an artist credit. And it is crazy because the cards that actually have an artist are so much better than the ones without. Like, here's an AI hit, and here's an artist hit. So much better. I did open the box topper, yeah. Let's see. That was our box topper. That one did not have an artist credit either. What's up, DD? What's going on, bro? Let's see. There was a bunch of promos in here. Like the pre-release, that has an artist credit. Let's open this bad boy up here. Let's see what's in this. But yeah, like a bunch of these TCGs that we're looking at here, a lot of them have reached out to me and said, you know, we want you to be like like an official streaming partner. We want you to open our product and we'll send you product. But like there's elements of each one that I like, but there's none that I'm really super crazy about that I would be willing to like just go balls deep in and be like their official full-time streamer. Like I like some of the stuff from Otherverse, but I just don't like it enough that I would want to just open Otherverse all the time. Metazoo is still my number one. She's the one that got away. She's the ex that I could never get over. It's hard to beat Metazoo. So I think we'll just keep these sealed if these are just theme decks with one pack in them. It's probably better to just keep those sealed. And then let's open the blister though, the Kickstarter Chronicles of Arcane blister. This one has an artist credit, Tyrius Arcane Seeker. The problem with AI art is that it lacks composition and creative flair. That's why AI always looks off-centered and feels very random. Yeah, that's true. Maybe at the end of the stream, I'll open up a box of Metazoo. And it'll probably blow away stuff like this. There we go. So we did get a holo out of this one. Mind Control. So I guess every single pack that we opened was a reverse holo. I still haven't tried any sorcery. So far, the Nom Nom Kickstarter is the only indie TCG that I've actually purchased myself. So many TCGs I've seen pop up and have been recommended to me, but I'm not willing. After what happened with Metazoo, I have a hard time committing to spending any money on any new upcoming TCG. Sorcery has great art, but I have not heard anything about the gameplay. So do they have actual artists, like real artists? And that's why I wanted to do this stream, kind of thanking all these companies that have sent me the free stuff, because honestly, I'm not really willing to try a new indie TCG for for something that I have to pay for, honestly. There's so many of them. And if I'm going to try it, you really just got to send it to me. Because it's hard to even narrow one down to pick, oh, I'm going to spend money on this new one out of 10,000 new ones, and this is the one. I feel like you kind of just got to send it to me, and I open it. I might like it, I might not. I feel like that's kind of the place that indie TCGs are in. And my heart just still belongs to Metazoo. Let's do some of this Primal here. So they sent me some interesting stuff. They sent me these promo packs, and each one of these has 12 booster packs. But then they also sent me like, these are all different. And I don't think I've ever opened any of these before. Pre-release pack, Omni pack, Kickstarter pack, collector booster. And I've got, if you guys do end up liking the Primal stuff, I think they probably sent me the most. They sent me a ton of these packs, and I haven't opened any of these. I think I've opened a couple of these on a stream before, but I've never opened any of these other packs that they sent me. But we'll start with this stream. I've never opened Elestrals. Maybe we'll do another stream like this once I get my Nom Nom boxes, if we have a couple other TCGs to try, maybe Sorcery. But I hear that Sorcery boxes are getting kind of expensive, which sounds like I'm probably not willing to buy one. A pre-release Zoldar. And this has an artist credited. I haven't really been looking at the Primal cards that I've opened to see if it was AI or not, but this one does have an artist credit. So I think they do use real artists. I don't know why these scissors suck so bad. I guess I did open a lot of packs with these on the birthday stream. Those were the scissors that I used on the Kickstarter packs. Pentadragon. Yeah, these all do have an artist credit. That's a very... And it doesn't look like they have a very cohesive art style. Like this card and this card are two very different styles of artwork. And that's what I liked about Metazoo is even if you didn't like maybe the more childish look of the artwork, it was cohesive. They had like a set art style that they stuck to. And see, look, even the way that they drew these two cards looks different. Succubus Harem. And again, artist credit. I'm going to do my best to not order any food tonight, Eddie. Awakened Primordials Omnipack. The lunchbox opening. I'm not looking forward to figuring out where to store 1,200 pounds of cards in my house. But it is interesting with Primal, because I pulled some cards that I think were like the big chase cards, and they really don't have much of a following. Like their social media is very small. The big hits that I have seen on eBay are going for like nothing. But it seems like they have some actual money behind them. They've got all these different types of packs. Like this is a pretty quality looking pack. And they've got all these different types of products. Like they got booster boxes, they've got these promo boxes. They're really nicely done. They've got real artists. Did I open these or not? What is this? What is this sitting here? Looks like I might have got 2 hits out of that one. But they're paying for real artists. They're really nicely done. The quality control looks pretty decent on these cards compared to some of the other ones. You want that Succubus card? The Harem. But like this one, like you've got multiple different, like you've got hollow lettering, foiled lettering. It's just, it looks decent quality. Cojito says, my Father's Day gift was a box of Metazoo, Kuromi booster box, 10 CN2 spell books, native decks, seance release event boxes. Did your kids get you that, or that was your Father's Day gift to yourself? There's some titties on that one. On Sophie. So these are different. So these are different. So the regular packs are like this. These are like full art. So that's more of the Otherverse style of card. Interesting. So maybe if Primal picks up some steam, these will be the collectible cards. Because these are like full art style. And a Micromon shield is our hollow. Yeah, so these are definitely different than the regular ones. It was from the kids, but they get credit for it. That did look like a Digimon. Fuck it, we gotta just cut this open. But yeah, Primal is surprising to me because it looks like it's got some money behind it, but their following seems really small and there's like no secondary market value to it. And I believe it is, I believe you can grade it with PSA too. That's a sick looking one. That's really sick. It does have like a Digimon feel to it, doesn't it? That's honestly, this one's pretty sick. I like this one. It does have a Digimon vibe to it now that you say that. Huh. Yeah, these are pretty sick. I actually kind of like these. Let's do one of these Primal promo things because these are different packs too. Primal got its combat from an old Naruto game that lasted 8 years or something, so definitely successful before. I have no idea who made Primal. Here, let me look at their social media. Yeah, I mean, they've only got 1,000 followers. I guess Dat Bayou Labs. Look at that fucking grease. And if you look up Primal TCG on eBay, there's really like not a whole lot. There's like Pokemon stuff that comes up. I don't know. It's an interesting one. Actually, I gotta pee before we start opening these. I want to grab some more of those. I'm gonna grab some more of the Primal pre-release packs because that was the coolest one. Yeah, Akora sent me a Kickstarter box. Cryptic, I opened one of their like original. I think it was called their 66 box or something. I've opened up like all this stuff. I'm sure a lot of these games are gonna come and go. So yeah, they sent me a ton of stuff. Look at all of these. They sent me a ton of these pre-release packs. And I feel like that had the coolest artwork of all their stuff so far. So if this ever picks up steam, I feel like it's these pre-release cards that are going to have some value. So we'll look through those in a bit, but I'll show you what like the regular Primal cards look like. Primal Clash was a fun Pokemon set. So these are kind of in that a little bit more of a full art style. Am I opening these upside down? A lot of titties in this. So this is kind of reminding me of Otherverse now. But I wonder, like I said, it's not really. It doesn't seem very cohesive. Like these two cards do not look like they're from the same game. Like it doesn't really. It doesn't seem cohesive in that sense. Like they're all kind of they're all different looking. It's weird. But it's not even AI. It's real artists that are credited at the bottom of these cards. It just doesn't have like cohesion to it. So it's cool to have the waifu cards if they fit the theme of the game. Kamiko. But I don't know, man. And like I said, I think that was one of the things that Metazoo did really well. They had a set art style and they stuck with it. And then like this card, this artwork doesn't feel like it fits at all. Another Kamiko. You can say a lot of bad things about Metazoo, but they did a lot of things really well. They had really cohesive artwork, a really cohesive look to the cards. They had real artists, talented artists. And honestly, they had some really good collabs. I mean, Walmart, Target, Tops, even Pin Club, like they had some really cool shit. They really did a lot with the short amount of time that they were big. You got to give Metazoo some credit. So someone said in the chat it's like a multiverse type of thing, but like this does not is just I don't know. It just doesn't seem cohesive to me. And we're getting like duplicates too. We got 2 Sophies now and 2 of the Kamikos. Oh yeah, Rudy definitely helped Metazoo a lot. I don't think there's any denying that. This is our AA meeting for Metazoo, and Nick is our sponsor, 100%. I think maybe we should end the stream at the end with a box of Metazoo. Like, are all the hits in these packs just waifus? Because from this style of pack, I did pull this card, which is like the cover art card for Primal. And I think that was the big chase. And there was like not even, I don't even think there was a sold comp on eBay. Like, it doesn't make sense to me that it looks like there's so much money behind this game, but there's like no, like 1,000 followers on social media. There's like no sales. There's no secondary market. It doesn't seem like anyone cares. Hi, I'm Pokemon Tana, and I'm addicted to Metazoo. The Mike segment on Golden was pretty funny. It sounds like everybody saw that. I think it's a player game, not really collector's based. Primal? I like that one. Maybe. Which might mean it's not a great fit for the channel, because I feel like this is more of a collectors based channel. But I have a ton. They really sent me a ton of stuff. Oh, I like this one. I've still got a ton of Primal stuff in my safe. And they are already gradable. This one is a Primal card, gradable at Beckett. Yeah, I opened a booster box of Korra that was, I think it was the Kickstarter edition, and I think I opened some promos they sent me. It's been a while. I opened a Korra like at the like closer towards the peak of Metazoo. I might have opened it in like 2021. And it was cool. But someone in the chat said they heard that it already failed. I do like this little dude, the Cronus. So here we go. This was the card that I pulled before, which seems to be the chase card, Call of the Crows. It's like the cover art card. And I think it's the only one that's horizontal like this. I haven't seen another horizontal one. I mean, that one is cool looking. I like the Korra, but I think they pump sets out too fast, but they were consistent. Ooh, that's an interesting question, Pokemon Tana. What would a Metazoo waifu look like? Yeah, they didn't really have waifus. They had, I guess, Rose Robinson. What other female characters? I didn't really dive too deep into the storyline or the comics, to be honest. But was there anybody besides Rose that was female? That Mothusi. How many of these Sophies are we going to get? Maybe it's really not collectors based. These are just cards that are playable. But I think that pre-release card that we opened was probably one of my favorite cards from what we've opened tonight at all. I thought that thing looked pretty cool, that Digimon looking thing. Lobarto. Metazoo waifu is Swamp Priestess of Mancheck and Bloody Mary. Isn't Nostalgics already dead? I don't have any Nostalgics. And another Sophie. So let's see. Yeah, kind of repetitive stuff, but this, I like this thing, dude. Sounds like a messy night. Sorry. I like this thing. I don't know. Yeah, I've opened D Spirit. I've opened most of the stuff you guys are talking about. D Spirit sent me a big collector's box to open. I opened that. I've opened pretty much everything. I haven't done sorcery. I haven't done flesh and blood, but I do have an order for Nom Nom. But I opened up several different cryptic things. I opened up Akora. I opened up D Spirits. I'm trying to think what else. Where would a TCG get your info to send you? They just they DM me and ask me for my info, and I give it to them. A lot of people saying nothing can replace the zoo. All right, let's switch over to our fourth TCG of the night, which is Otherverse. I've opened a good amount of Otherverse. They've been very, very generous with me. Otherverse has sent me a lot of stuff, a lot of Kickstarter boxes. They've sent me sample cards. And honestly, I do like, there's a lot of this artwork in this set that I do like. Like, Chaos Reaper is sick. Goblin King is sick. I do like the artwork here, and they are real artists. These are not AI cards. These have credited artists on each card. And I think the hollow, I really like the foiling on these cards. They're cool. I like Otherverse, and they've been very generous with me and sent me a lot of stuff to open. So I definitely am rooting for them. So we'll open some more tonight. I believe this is about half a booster box worth of packs, and I've got maybe 2 or 3 booster boxes still in my safe of the Kickstarter set. But Otherverse is nice. And they do have serialized cards, and ooh, I like this one. I like this one a lot. They're crazy ass on that one. So I've said before when we open Otherverse, if you like waifus and dragons, this is the game for you. They've got some crazy titties in here. This is the first one. I guess the Spider Queen too, but I haven't really seen too many with a crazy dump truck on them. This one has one. But there's some really cool looking dragons in here. I mean, I like looking at the waifu cards. Like, of course, I like looking at titties. I like looking at a nice ass. But I'm not a big, like, I don't really collect them. They don't really do much for me. Dragon Princess. It's more like the dragon style artworks that I would collect from Otherverse. And I've got a bunch of Otherverse hits in card savers in my safe that are mostly the dragons. And stuff like this. Like the Grim Reaper is really cool. Goblin, I like stuff like this. Waifus were never really my thing. I like to open them, and I guess if you're opening a pack, it's cooler to see, a bunch of cards with big titties on them than like some random little monster that has no value. I guess it's more entertaining to look through 7 titties before you see a holo, but I shouldn't be laughing this hard at midnight. But I've just never been a fan. I know there's people that like exclusively collect waifu cards. I just never really did it for me. Cosmic Magician is my favorite character from Otherverse. I can't remember that one. This might be my favorite Otherverse character, the GOAT. I mean, look, you can't complain about going through all these cards and just seeing titties, titties, titties. Ooh, I like this one. Titties, titties. I haven't pulled this one yet. I like this one. This one is giving me Balrog vibes from Lord of the Rings. This one is actually pretty sick. Oh, shit. It's serialized, too. 23 out of 100. You see that in the bottom corner? This is a serialized card. What's up, Kobe? Yeah, this one is actually one of the serialized cards. This is actually pretty sick. I don't think any of these... Oh, we only had 2. That is true, though. Like Lyle just said, every pack of Otherverse does have a hit, but I guess having a distinction between serialized and just regular is what makes it rare. Racy B says Nick Strength and Titties. Blood Queen. See, but I do like that all these have real artists. You could easily have AI just do a bunch of different waifus, like demon-looking girls with big titties. But all these have real artists, which you got to respect that. Kunai Goddess Talia. Like opening up that Chronicles of Arcane, where like 9 out of 10 cards were AI generated. I feel like you kind of got to respect any new TCG that actually hires up-and-coming artists to do the art for their cards, even if it's more expensive and less profitable. What's $100, DD Warrior? Nick, you opened any HRO yet? You get daily points for collecting cards that can spend points on pack. I still haven't opened any, dude. I never got into it. Is that still what you're mostly streaming? Are you back? Are you doing any Pokemon yet or what? Cypher the Blue. I'm back to mostly So what's your favorite Pokemon set right now to open, Kobe? Are you opening up modern stuff or are you doing more vintage? First set was big on collecting variants. Second set's going to have hits more scarce. This is Big Boy. Are you talking about Otherverse? Yeah, I agree with you there, Kobe. I think I don't really mess with a whole lot of the modern Pokemon anymore. I just don't really like it, but 151 probably was my favorite in recent memory. Yeah, Lost Origin is fun. I might have opened like one ETB of Paldea Evolved. Lost Origin was cool though. I liked Lost Origin. I just don't like the way that they absolutely bastardized the legendary dogs, the new versions of the legendary dogs, especially Raikou. I don't know what the name. They all have different names now, but I think they look fucking terrible. We should see if you can hit Evo numbers with that 151 Charizard. What is the PSA 10 going for in that? Oh, I agree. That UPC for 151. So someone said the goat and the golem go together. The UPC for 151 is one of my favorite things to open. I've probably opened 10 of them since 151 has come out. And the pull rates in the UPCs are so much better. So much better. Where's that goat? Ah, I see. That's actually kind of sick. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, the 151 did have the 6-pack boxes. And I think honestly, if you're talking about collectible value, I think the 151 is going to be one of the only sets that really skyrockets in coming years if they don't reprint it to oblivion. Like Celebrations is still kind of up there. Like Celebrations kind of went up, and I think a Celebrations ETB is still like $90 or something. But isn't there? It was really short printed too. Lots of stores had only one batch of 151. But isn't there a speculation that there's about to be a reprint? Because didn't the Japanese 151 boxes just get a reprint? Yeah, I was just gonna say I saw a dude that sells Metazoo. I was looking at his website earlier today, and he had Japanese 151 on there for $49.99 a box. And I remember when 151 came out, I bought a Japanese box for like $150. So maybe that will be my next Pokemon stream. Maybe I'll buy a bunch of Japanese 151 boxes, and the Charizard will probably have a better chance of getting a PSA 10 if I pull one. Yeah, I think it was Metakai. But if you can get it for $40 a box. Okay, there's a lot of people saying 151 is being reprinted. Reina, full power. You guys have honestly really impressed me that we've still got 64 people watching right now just opening up random TCGs. Yeah, Kobe, I actually sent I pulled 2 of that Blastoise, and I sent 2 of them to PSA. They're currently at PSA right now. I was disappointed they weren't the Charizard, but I liked them. So I sent them from the English 151. But yeah, I like that we can get on here and still hang out in the chat, whether it's Metazoo or not. That was part of the reason why I've been holding on to so many of these other TCGs, because they've all been sending me stuff for months and months and months now. And I've been wanting to stream them, but I was thinking, man, when I stream these, no one's going to watch it. And it's just going to be, it's going to be a buzzkill. So I thought maybe I'll just save them and do a stream of like all of it at the same time. So I'm glad it's getting some decent views. I mean, this is on par with a decent Metazoo stream. Not a great one. You notice that it's good when the 10th best pool is a good. That's true. Yeah, that's right. Those secret rare, or what's the word for them? The special full arts. There's like a certain particular phrase, like the evolution lines of all the starters in that secret alternate art or whatever are all pretty valuable. I don't know if you've noticed this, Kobe, but like I felt like the centering on a lot of the 151 hits was really bad. Like I pulled a lot of really good cards from 151, even though I was obviously chasing the Charizard, but I got like the Nine Tails. I think is a really beautiful card, the alt art, and I got like all those evolution line cards, but the centering on them just looked horrible, so I sold them raw. Like you said, Charmander's going for like $30. I got a couple of the Venusaur. I just sold those raw for like whatever, because the centering was just bad. But the Nine Tails was really sick. I think that's the same set that has the really cool Machoke too, right? All right, I'm gonna start putting these hits. Wait, what's in here? It definitely is reminiscent of Evo's in that sense. Oh, there's some Yu-Gi-Oh! Random Yu-Gi-Oh! Hollows in here. I'll start putting the hits in this Kickstarter box. But yeah, now that I'm noticing the Japanese boxes for 151 are cheaper because of the reprint, I might pick up, if they're really $40 a piece, I might pick up like 10 booster. Aren't the hit rates in the Japanese boxes a lot lower than the American boxes though? I might pick up like 10 Japanese boxes and just open a bunch of those. Only one SR per box. But the quality's a lot better. You probably have a lot higher chance of getting a PSA 10 from the Japanese set. One guaranteed secret rare and 3 of the alt rares. All right, you guys are going to have to bear with me. I already have to pee again. These Michelobes. This is why I don't buy light beer. They just burn through me. I'm going to grab a Metazoo box. Actually, no, I'll do a poll. So when we're done opening all this stuff, we'll open a Metazoo box, but I'll do a poll for which Metazoo box you want me to open. So we'll do a couple polls tonight. We'll do a poll for which one of these Indie TCGs was your favorite. Then we'll do a poll for which Metazoo box to open next. I need to order some more. I just haven't decided which box I want to dive into. I'm kind of over the Hello Kitty stuff, but we'll see. Honestly, booster box prices haven't gone down much. If anything, they're climbing back up a little bit. Oh, really, Mr. Sly? Mr. Sly says he's a Chronicles of Arcane artist. So I opened up, I guess it was kind of the equivalent of a spell book of Chronicles of Arcane. It had 10 packs in it. And I think the thing that myself and the chat disliked the most was that a lot of the art was AI. There were very few cards that actually had a credited artist. What's your artist name? Because I think my favorite card from Chronicles of Arcane so far is this one. And this was done by Carlos. It's Indigo. Okay. Do I have any promos sitting here? When did you start? I've got a couple Otherverse... I keep getting them mixed up. This one is Primal. I've got a couple Chronicles of Arcane. This one is Cal. Just sitting here. Carlos. Sly says, so here's the deal with that. Let me explain. The first set was done in such a way that they didn't have enough artists, so some of it is AI art. Okay. Well, I think that was the thing. It wasn't just some of it. That's what people didn't like in the chat. It was like 9 out of every 10 cards would be AI. Every set after Kickstarter. Okay, that's good then. Every set after Kickstarter is all original art by artists, and no AI will ever be used again. Okay, well that's good then. I think a lot of people are probably glad to hear that. Because when I was opening the Chronicles of Arcane, people were not feeling that almost every card, except for maybe one, in every pack was AI. People were not liking that. Poncho Lily. Yeah, I know that a lot of the Metazoo artists came over. All right, here's another serialized card from Otherverse, number 43 out of 100. I know a lot of the Metazoo artists came over, but you're saying Poncho, Lily, Michael Peckham, Isaac Sky Lee, Jet Yates just joined the team, and Seb. Nice. Honestly, dude, I feel like I still feel like my favorite card that I opened all night. I don't know why, but my favorite card that I opened all night is still this. Out of all these different TCGs, I don't know. There's something about this Primal TCG Digimon vibes card here. This pre-release card, which we're going to open some more of these. They sent me a shitload of these pre-release packs. I don't know what it is, but I like this card. I really like this card. I think it might just be the Digimon vibes, but I really like this one. Lyle says you're drunk. I'm not drunk. You'd be surprised, as many times as I've had to pee, I've only had 4 Michelobes tonight. Yeah, it's the color scheme. Like it just pops. I like this thing. That Princess pack is like... Wait, what? The pre-release pack? What's the Princess pack? I'm sure by the end of the stream, I'll have a nice buzz going to where I'll say something reckless and regret it. But that's the point of these streams. And that's why I stream so infrequently, is because I know the streams are way more fun when I'm drinking, but I can't just drink every night, so I only stream, once or twice every couple of weeks. Oh shit, I don't even know. Was it this? You got me digging through my garbage right now. So there's different levels of packs. I know you're not super into it, but you should definitely try opening some Dragon Ball Masters. Go to the Chronicles of Arcane Discord or their website. You can see all the art cards that have been released. I will definitely like it more when every single card is done by an actual artist. I will definitely enjoy that. I assumed this was current, the stuff that I opened tonight, which was this box that I'm putting the bulk in. I thought this was like their most, because I'm not really keeping up with any of these TCGs as far as like what's out and what's not. But I thought this was like their most recent thing, because he just messaged me maybe Friday about sending me some stuff, and I just got this package from Chronicles of Arcane today, so I thought maybe that was their most recent thing. Because they've sent me stuff before, but it was, the last thing they sent me was just like a big box of promo cards like this, just sealed promos. They didn't send me any packs or anything. Nick just casually ripping Grail packs. I didn't know. I've also got an Otherverse. So I've got another Kickstarter box sealed, but I've also got an Otherverse. Shit, what's it called? I can't think of it now. This is one of my favorites too, Crystal Fang Ice Dragon. It's called a draft box. So there's the Otherverse Kickstarter box that's regular. Then there's the Otherverse draft box, which I believe is like, yeah. Which I believe came before Kickstarter, right? Flame Princess. So you guys kind of get the idea with Otherverse. Like I said, if you like waifus and dragons, that's the set for you. They've got endless waifus in Otherverse. And honestly, Otherverse is, they're probably one of the ones that I like more. I like the full art style. I like a lot of their artwork. They've been really generous with me. I like their stuff. It's good. All original art, no AI. Let's do some more of these, because like I said, that card that we pulled from this was my favorite one so far. And they sent me a bunch of these. Let me screenshot that pack, the Flame Princess. Shit, I put it back in the garbage. Is it really that rare? That's the pack. I didn't even notice, dude. Thank you for pointing that out. See, that's why I'm glad you guys are here, because I don't know that much about these packs from all these different indie TCGs. Primal, to me, like I said, it lacks cohesion, but some of the cards in Primal were pretty cool. Let's see. Ooh, so we must have got lucky with that. You're not even guaranteed a hit from these pre-releases. So we must have got lucky. Okay. Let's just open all these then. Or maybe, I don't know. Yeah, let's just open all these. We'll see. Oh, yeah, we must have got really lucky. Have you pulled a God pack from Otherverse yet? I don't think I have. But apparently I also haven't been paying very close attention to what I'm opening as I open it. Maybe I should keep these sealed, but honestly, who knows if these are ever going to have resale value. I'm more interested just to see what other cards there are in here. If we can get ourselves another Digimon. I guess we're pretty lucky to pull a holo right off the top. That's pretty cool. A Kraken, and only the gold accents are holo. Yeah, there's no shame in that, dude. Wilderness was fun. What's up, Ryan? Yeah, Ryan is the guy that sent me the Chronicles of Arcane. Yeah, the Primal thing, this Primal TCG is interesting, but it's just not very cohesive, and it's hard to understand these levels of rarity. So 63 commons, 42 uncommons, 28 rares, and 14 super rares. So maybe that's the difference between a rare and a super rare, is maybe just the rare only has gold accents. Yeah, Mr. Sly was just telling me, Ryan, that the new sets, yeah, maybe these are just rares, that all the sets going forward after Kickstarter will not have AI art. And I was telling Mr. Sly that was the biggest complaint that the chat seemed to have when we opened the Kickstarter. They were not feeling the AI art. So I'm sure they're happy to learn that the future sets will not have it. I will buy your Primal. Shoot me a message. I might grade some of it if we get something cool out of these pre-release packs. I guess we were pretty lucky to get that holo. Well, since Ryan is here, we still have the theme decks. Let's go ahead and open those up. So these do have one booster pack, a promo card, and a pre-made deck. So you're not gonna get to see a lot of booster packs out of here, but you'll at least get to see one. That's actually a good question, Cojito. Is it Mr. Sly or is it just Mr. Slicks? Phonetically, it could be Slicks. Oh, you're going to have a booth at Collecticon. I think just because everyone says Sly, I kind of like that pronunciation. All right, so here's the rule. This is actually a quality rule book here. Nice card stock on that. So how many different how many different promo cards are there, Ryan, that you can get out of these theme decks? Obviously, it correlates to the art on the deck. Are there more than 2 different different arts? And I was telling the chat, I think of all the cards that I've seen so far from Chronicles of Arcane, this is my favorite. This one is absolutely sick. You follow my eBay? Okay, cool. 5 different theme decks, 1 for each essence type. Okay. Actually, before we open the pack, let's get the deck out of there. I'll probably keep the deck sealed. That one is really rare, Nick. Might want to grade the dragon? So I just discovered I have 2 of them. So these are gradable with PSA, right? That's my favorite card so far. I'll definitely grade them then. Of all the artwork that I've seen so far, that's definitely by far my favorite. I think what I'll do is, because I'm very OCD about my PSA submissions, I'll do a submission that's only indie TCGs and like no Metazoo, Pokemon, or Yu-Gi-Oh mixed in. Just like a couple good hits from all these. And so, Ryan, just to be clear, these would be considered reverse hollows, right? Because every pack that we opened from the box was this foiling. We didn't get any hollows that were like this. So just to be clear, this is a reverse. Yeah, I've got my phone. Hold on, let me switch over. And then while we're waiting on that, I'll show you guys. So we opened earlier, in the beginning of the stream, we opened Cal, and a lot of you guys really liked their packaging with these Nintendo cartridges. I'll show you guys the promo card if you guys haven't seen it. If I can find it. Just a second. Man, how far back was that? Okay, that'll be the promo card from Cal. It will be hollow, it will be serialized, and potentially gradable. With PSA, it's already gradable with DSG. Ryan just texted me. So this is the I'm probably going to pronounce that wrong. Nyuxurion War spoiler. Who is the artist for this? Oh, Indigo. Okay. I just opened the attachment before I read the text. Cool. So there you guys go. Chronicles of Arcane spoiler. So Ryan, are you the creator? We'll open up the other one here. I think I'm definitely going to have enough cards from a lot of these indie TCGs to do a nice little submission with PSA. Awesome, man. So when does the next set come out? And if you could give us a little timeline, when was this Kickstarter? And then what was the gap between the Kickstarter and then first edition? Like the gap time-wise. So this one actually did have a actual artist. Okay, cool. So the next set is coming out in July. Awesome. Mr. Sly says, what I'm really trying to communicate to you is you really want to take in the new upcoming sets. That's when the artists really put their personal style into it. Okay. July 2023 was the Kickstarter campaign, and our first set late February, early March this year. Okay. And a Spirit of the Forest. All right, cool. So there you guys go. That's the inside scoop on Chronicles of Arcane, if that was your favorite. At the end of the stream, we will do a poll for all these TCGs that we opened tonight. Which one was your favorite? Man, I want to pull another holo pre-release from Primal. I guess that's why they sent me so many packs. So the one coming out in July is a mini set that closes out the lore of our first core set, Foundry of Existence. Our second core set, Primordial Rise, will be released before the end of the year. Okay. I won't be here, but first impressions are waifus and dragons. Another pre-release, or another non-holo. Got enough bulk to do another bonfire. Not really. There hasn't been a whole lot of bulk from this stream. Because a lot of these newer sets, the pack size has been very small. I think Chronicles of Arcane probably had the most cards per pack of anything that we opened tonight. I did not open any sorcery, no. Balloon fight. Another non-holo. Mr. Sly, how many cards did you do artwork for in the new Chronicles of Arcane set? Yeah, that's what I was telling the chat earlier. Is I like that there's so many new TCGs coming up, but it's really hard to pick one, and it's hard for me to say I'm going to commit to actually spending money on a new TCG like Sorcery, which I've heard is pretty expensive per booster box. If you want me to open it and you want people to see it on my channel, you kind of just got to send me one because there's so many different new TCGs that have popped up. I really don't know where to focus, but it's really hard for me after what happened with Metazoo to say, okay, this is the one I'm going to spend $300, $400, $500 on. It just, you got to show me it, and then if I like it, I'll buy it. Cojito, I'm right there with you, bro. Bit off topic, but Metazoo made me want to learn how to watercolor. I actually did start. I don't actually use paint brushes, but there's like watercolor pens that you can use. And that's what a lot of the Metazoo artists actually use, was not like watercolor paint brushes, but they use these watercolor pens. And I've actually started trying to learn how to do it. Oh, hold on. Let me see what Ryan texted me again. Can I share that promo that you sent me just now, Ryan? Another non-hollow. Okay, cool. Volume warning. Let me just turn the volume down. I'll turn the volume off. So he said this is one of the cards that Poncho did. That's pretty cool. Essence Hunter Baryonyx. What's up, Sean? Dead World TCG. 4 Metazoo artists. I'll have to check it out. See, I'm guessing the gold, that's just a regular rare. If we don't get another hollow out of these, I'm pissed that I opened them all. Oh well. We're definitely in an era where there's a shitload, Seeker. There's a lot of new TCGs right now. That's why what I said earlier. It's kind of hard for me to pick one and commit to one that I'm actually going to spend money on after what happened with Metazoo, because there are so many. And a lot of them have a lot of similarities. What's up, Otherverse? You missed it. We opened a bunch of Otherverse packs. What TCG are you liking the most? Honestly, I don't know yet. I'm a little bit biased because with Cal, we're doing the promo card. I like them. And as far as packaging, I would say Cal is my favorite packaging. As far as the artwork that we opened tonight, I would say overall, I would go with Otherverse. Because, to be fair, the Chronicles of Arcane that we opened tonight, that was still a set that was mostly AI. So for the most part, I would say as far as artwork, Otherverse. There was one card from Primal that was my favorite card tonight, but artwork-wise, it wasn't like the greatest artwork. It's just the card itself is pretty cool. And there was a card that we pulled from Otherverse. Let me see. That demon-looking card. Where did I put that thing, man? We pulled a serialized card from Otherverse earlier. That was my favorite Otherverse card that we pulled tonight. If I can find it. Here we go. Let's see. And actually, someone in the chat just turned me on to this. I didn't know this. That these two cards connected. I thought that was pretty sick. There he is. This one. So of everything that I pulled tonight, and then the card that I liked most from Chronicles of Arcane. So this was the Otherverse card that I pulled, numbered out of 100. I really, really like this card. This was the pre-release holo that we pulled from Primal. I really like this one. Gives me Digimon vibes. This is one of the promo cards from Otherverse. These are probably my top 3 tonight so far. And to be fair, from Otherverse, I didn't pull any like actual hits. So the promo card was the best card that I that I had from Otherverse, or I'm sorry, I keep getting them all mixed up. From Chronicles of Arcane, we didn't pull any hits. We pulled mostly reverse hollows. So to be fair, there wasn't really like a big pull from that. Oh yeah, and the other thing, Otherverse, no problem, dude. The last time we opened Otherverse on the channel, one of my complaints was that there's a lot of titties with these waifus and not enough ass. But then we pulled this, and my mind was changed. Yeah, dude. I was just talking to DJ Longhair about this. I'm so bad about replying to messages. I was typing a message to DJ last week, and I just left it there and didn't send it. And I just sent it tonight when he reminded me. I saw your message, Otherverse, about making a card, and I typed you a response, and then I realized I never sent it. But I'll hit you up. Dude, why did... I didn't know, man. The Flame Princess pack. I don't know why I keep putting it back in the... I didn't know it was limited. I didn't know till after I ripped it. Waifu history. They're going for $450. Damn. I like that one. Kind of Wendigo vibes. Yeah, man, I wish you would have stopped by earlier. We opened maybe 25 packs of Otherverse. I guess I do. So answer me this, Otherverse. Is the draft box more valuable than the regular Kickstarter box? Because I want to keep one box sealed. And right now, I've got the Kickstarter box still in the custom acrylic case. So I really don't want to open it because it looks so nice in that case. I feel like that's the one I want to keep sealed. But then I've got the draft box that's not in the case. So I was going to open that tonight, but I feel like the draft box is more valuable than the regular Kickstarter box. What is this? Oh, this is another Primal card. So there's less draft boxes versus the booster boxes. All right, let's grab another Kickstarter box. And maybe I'll grab another little treat for you guys too. Let me check what other stuff I've got. So we've got, since Otherverse is in here, we've got some more Otherverse. But let me look through some of this stuff here, because I found some other stuff. So this is why I don't want to open this box. They've got a custom acrylic Otherverse case, which it just looks so good sealed. And this is the draft box. So you're saying if I were going to keep one of these sealed, it would be the draft box. So I should probably put that in the acrylic. But then I found all these promos in my safe. I got to look through and see what these are. So this... Oh, this is one of Speed Robo's cards from System Gate. Here's a pre-release Chronicles of Arcane. Mr. Sly, are you still in here? Mr. Sly seems to be kind of the expert on some of these Chronicles of Arcane promos. Oh, so I think this was the pack that was in the gray lolcow. What is this? Oh, this is more lolcow. So here's some more Chronicles of Arcane, another pre-release. Some more lolcow. No problem, Pokemon Tan. I'm glad you stopped by. This is another one of my favorites from lolcow, is the Puff the Bearded Dragon. lolcow award ceremony. Okay, Ryan's still here. I don't think Mr. Sly is still here. So these are numbered out of 100? The pre-releases? Because when you said you had a shipping label that you had already made for me, I wasn't sure what you sent me, and I was pretty sure it was just sealed promos. So I think I just lumped those in with all my other promos. So that's what I've got here. I don't know how long ago that was. But I've got a bunch of stuff. I think there's even more in the safe. Not numbered. Yeah, but you're saying there's only like 100? Don't open those? Here's some more lolcow stuff. So if you guys missed we did the lolcow at the beginning of the stream. And lolcow is like kind of a niche internet culture based game, and they're doing a promo card for the channel that we're going to be giving away during the streams, and I'm really excited for that. They're working on becoming gradable with PSA, and actually I just messaged him a little bit ago, and he said he's going to be it looks like PSA is going to be grading them based on their response. What is, I don't even know what this is. Oh, this is lolcow too. This looks different. Let's see. Here's some more Chronicles of Arcane, it looks like. Or wait, no, is this... Yeah, it is. So what are these? What's that mean? That's different than the Kickstarter stamp. Cases have the best chance to pull the gold signature rares. Patreon exclusives, okay. That's pretty rare. You have to let me know, Mr. Sly, which of these should I grade? So these look like they're Discord stamped. Swap out the... Okay, don't open the draft box. Is this other... Or, no, this is Primal. Necropolis. Grade the Terravax. Terravorax. Okay, I will. Oh, the centering from left to right, though. What other stuff did I have in here? The dragon for sure. So I've got 2 of the dragon. Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff, dude. What's this gal? What's this gal worth, Otherverse? This is a metal card. Numbered out of 100. Forgot I had this. Try Weiss. I'm all in on Weiss. Fun game for 35. All for fun, not investment. Umu, did you ever hear back hear back from the trustee? And this was Speed Robo's game. And these are just the these are the number ones of the Bear Walker Metazoo is closed promos. He said he can't provide information until they receive the documents for accounting. That makes sense. All right, we'll finish up. We'll do these 4 more Primal promo packs, and then we'll do the Kickstarter Otherverse. Now that I know, so Otherverse, is there anything else that I'm looking for? You said that one pack that I pulled, there was only 200 of them, and it was worth $450. Are there any other packs that I should look out for as I'm opening this box that I should slow down on? Fire Emblem Heroes collection, nice. It looks like we might not even pull another holo from these pre-release packs. So there's Crystal Fang Ice Dragon Secret Rare God packs. Was that the pack? Someone mentioned earlier there's a pack with a black lotus on it, or a lotus on it or something. Metal out of 100 goes for 50 to 60 raw. Okay. Well, I'm not looking to sell any of this stuff. I'm hoping that all these TCGs take off, and I'm just going to hold on to this stuff way down the line. Void Lotus God packs guarantee a serialized hit. Okay, and those come out of the Kickstarter boxes? Damn, so that was the only holo we got out of all those pre-releases. I haven't opened it yet, man. Nom Nom looks really cool. I like the art style. I pledged to their Kickstarter. I got 6 boxes, and I'm just patiently waiting. I think they said July those boxes would ship, but yeah, I got 6 boxes. But yes, what I've seen so far, Nom Nom looks really cool. Victor did some great artwork for Metazoo, and I'm excited. So we'll swap out this draft box because I really like this Otherverse. What I liked about Primal too, what I like about all of them really, what I think a lot of these guys have done really well is presentation. Like Lawcow with these gold Nintendo cartridges, really nice presentation. Otherverse having custom acrylic cases to store the boxes in with their logo on it, I think is really cool. Logo on the top, too. Have a great night, Ryan. I appreciate you stopping by, man. It's good to have everybody in here. Funny enough, the only person missing is Lawcow, and they're usually in every stream. So we've had everybody. Well, Primal wasn't in here, but all the stuff that we opened, everybody being in the chat was pretty cool. So we'll put the draft box in the acrylic. I actually like the look of that box better, too. So Otherverse, what do you have in mind for if we collaborate on a card? Like, what are you willing to do? What do you have in mind? But yeah, we'll do another Otherverse Kickstarter box here. I think we'll do like half the box, and then we'll switch to something else, then come back. Nick with boobs. That should be the card I do with Otherverse, is Nick with boobs. Oh, dude, that'd be sick. That I was thinking something with a dragon. Me and a dragon would be even better. Nick with boobs will be very 2024 of us. Dude, that would be sick. Would be like me on the dragon's back, and then Beans, my little Yorkie, on the head of the dragon. All right, dude, let's do that. In case I forget to respond to your message again, we can just talk it out right here. Like a blue, I really like this color of dragon, like a blue, kind of like a bluish gray dragon. Me on the back, then like my little dog, my little Yorkie on the head of the dragon. That's perfect, bro. That's ooh, villain or a hero? That's a good question. The chat is like the best part about this is to have a cool promo card to give to the chat every time we open something. So are we going to be able to do this as a promo card, or is it going to be like in a set? Yeah, Otherverse doesn't do AI. Ooh, this is going to be so sick, dude. Every stream I say this. I need to get better about responding to DMs, because we could do cool stuff like this all the time. Oh, dude, why did I just now notice this? Let's go, baby. So let's make sure we don't have any crazy packs. You pay $1,000 per artwork? You throw Nick into the set and I'll definitely chase it. I think Metazoo's was 350 Umu. It was like right around $400. Maybe in the beginning it was 150, but I think for most of the sets going forward they said 350. But then I think for it was 350 for an original art piece that was like done by hand, and then I think for digital art pieces it might have been 150. Hell yeah, Hello Kitty might have been 150 because they didn't really have to do much artwork. They were just doing backgrounds and smaller chibi characters, because they were basically just copy and pasting the same Sanrio characters onto every card. So yeah, I would imagine there was probably a lot more digital stuff going on with Hello Kitty. So I guess that pack that I opened was pretty rare, because I don't see one in here. The flame princess. Jake G says, I can't get over the horrible mixed matched graphic design choices on the Otherverse boxes. You got fantasy like logo for the game mix of the Pokemon Hidden Fates look. I don't know. I feel like on this one it kind of matches. It's like, to me, this style of text is like medieval, like a medieval style of text. And you've got like these kind of medieval demon waifus. I feel like it kind of matches. Could you guys imagine how insane it would be if me and Umu really did team up and buy Metazoo? How cool that would be. I hope we do actually hear something back because I'm serious about it, and I'm pretty sure he's serious about it too. Dragon Rider Noah. I like the little owl. I kind of, dude, Otherverse, whatever card we do with the me on the back and then Beans on the head of the dragon, I kind of like this style for Beans, like a little overly cute animated Yorkie. No, we would not have to take over their debt now that they're in bankruptcy. What would happen is they'd use whatever money we gave them to pay off as much debt as they could. Cypher the Blue, numbered out of 100. So we got a serialized hit. Which would be the downside to us buying it, because like I said, our offer I feel like is a lot less than what the debt they have is. It's pretty low compared to the amount of debt that I think they have. But if they accepted our offer, that would mean they had no better offers to pay off that debt. So if that's the best they can get, that's the best they can get. And that would pay off as many people as they could pay off. But maybe they get a better offer. I just think our offer is probably low compared to the number to the amount of debt that they have. I will say though, the last conversation I had with Mike was probably a week ago. And he seemed confident that there will not be an auction for the physical product. So maybe they have a buyer lined up, maybe they have an interested investor, I don't know. But he seemed pretty confident that it's not going to go to just an auction of the product to try to pay off the debt. So maybe he knows something that we don't. That's also true, Umu. He hasn't really proven to have the best track record with honesty. And I did see that they are currently issuing subpoenas. I'm guessing towards Shaw to get the financial information. That was the latest update with the case. Was that subpoenas are being issued to get what they need, to get the financial information. So it seems like Shaw, which is like the sketchy thing about this whole thing, is that at first they formally requested the books, the financial information from Shaw when the bankruptcy process started, and apparently he didn't turn it over, and he obviously didn't turn it over by that June 3rd deadline. So they filed the extension to June 24th because Shaw hadn't turned that stuff over, and now they're issuing subpoenas to get that information. So it's kind of interesting. I wonder why Shaw isn't turning that stuff over. I mean, I assume that he's still pissed that he paid whatever storage fees to store all that Metazoo stuff, and now they're in bankruptcy. He can't auction it off himself to pay those storage fees. So now he's still sitting on the Metazoo product, and he's still storing it, and he can't do anything with it because of the bankruptcy process. So he's probably pissed about that. But I wonder what would make him feel like he doesn't have to turn that information over, and why he wouldn't have done it already. Well, I think the more and more that comes out, everybody involved with Metazoo seems sketchy. But yeah, Shaw in particular, that's kind of been the big revelation with everything that's gone on with Metazoo recently, is that it seems like Shaw is a lot sketchier than we thought. Because initially, like, most of the blame was falling on Mike, and maybe rightfully so. Then we had that whole saga with the artists kind of talking about their experience with shit, what's his name? I already forget his name. Andy. First it was Mike, then it was Andy. We hadn't really heard much about Shaw. Then when we did start hearing about Shaw, it's all sketchy stuff. And I guess the kind of remaining mystery here is we've really heard nothing at all about Steve Aoki. I don't think I've pulled this card yet, this Twin Dragons. We've really heard nothing about where is Steve in all this? What's going on with Steve? And I have a feeling when we start to learn about whatever Steve's involvement really was, it's going to be similar to the Shaw situation, where it's probably not going to be good. My understanding, Umu, from Mike, is that Steve and Mike were 50-50 owners of Metazoo. Not a license. He was a 50% owner, is my understanding. But then that's why I don't understand. I don't know enough about business or about the legal aspect of this, how Mike could file for bankruptcy and how Steve appears to have not been involved in the filing. I don't know, dude. It's weird. It's very weird. They did get Metazoo tattoos together. That's true. I mean, he may have been a silent partner, but at 50%, you would think he has voting power. You would think he has a say in some of these decisions. What do you mean Steve tried to sell to TCG Player? He tried to sell Metazoo to TCG Player? He even sold his collection of them, pulling all the waifus for Umu. Oh yeah, the other thing, Otherverse, is if we collab on a card, that's going to be PSA gradable, right? That's the important thing to me about any promo that we do to give away on the channel, is I want people to be able to grade it, because that's like my big thing when we're pulling cards, is grading the cards that we pull. So giving away a card to the chat that is gradable with PSA, that's an important sticking point to me. Okay, good. All cards, PSA and BGS. Hell yeah, bro. That's awesome. I'm clipping. I don't know if you know Roxanne, head of TCG at PSA. I don't. Night Queen. Oh, I hope there's a raccoon somewhere on the card. That would be cool too. That might be even better than a dragon, is an army of raccoons. I don't know if that fits the Otherverse theme, though. I mean, the theme is dragons and waifus. That would be sick, though. Oh, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. What if you had, like, little raccoon warriors? Like, they were little, like, anthropomorphic raccoons that had little outfits on, like, little warrior outfits. Ash and Lily, Lost Princess. Raccoon dragon. Oh, Umu, since you're just checking in, these are two of the Otherverse sample cards. So these are more on the upper end of rarity are the samples from 2022. Fairy Queen. Chaos Reaper is a Pop 18 sample. And then I'll show again Primal. So we still have some of these boxes of Primal. I will say the key to my heart is I'm obsessed with slabs. I'm a slab guy. I'm a slab queen. If you send me a slab, when you send me some product to open, I'm going to like your stuff more. This is one of the slabs that Primal sent me from BGS, the Leona. But honestly, I will say, completely non-biased, I like the Otherverse waifus better than the waifus in Primal for sure. But when these companies send me an already slabbed card so that I know that their cards are gradable and they took the time to actually send me something they already graded, it means a lot to me. And that makes me like their stuff more. Oh yeah, not only does Otherverse have an anime coming out, but they've got Funko Pops coming out, right? By the end of the year. Ooh, that's pretty sick. Cursed Samurai, Rorusaki. Send me, dude, for sure. And if we really do collab on that card, you best believe I'm gonna grade a bunch of them. I like this one. This one's sick. I don't think I've pulled this one yet. Hell yeah, dude. I'm excited for that. If you guys could give me a 69 in the chat really quick, if you can hear me. My phone just like disconnected for a second. I had to reconnect it just to make sure we're still live. Okay, good. Appreciate it. Okay. Bunch of 69s. All right, we're good. Night Queen. The company doing the anime trailers did Castlevania. Oh, really? Cool. That's pretty sick. See, that's another thing that I like about Otherverse is like one of the good things that Metazoo had going for it in the beginning is they had these really big collabs right off the bat. Walmart and Target and Sanrio and Tops and Pin Club. Like all this cool stuff. And Otherverse is already working on Netflix and Funko. Those are like those are the type of things that can really catapult one of these games to the next level. It's like Metazoo talked about doing the Netflix thing or some kind of anime series forever and never did it. Those are the type of like big media things that can really catapult one of these brands into something big. So that's what kind of makes me excited about Otherverse is like the potential with some of these ideas that they're working on are pretty big. Because I think like with those collabs with Metazoo, they were cool, but they weren't the right collabs to do. Those were kind of like the good financial money grab collabs to do a Walmart or a Target. They should have started with the anime and built up the IP and built up the story and then did those collabs. But with Otherverse doing like working on the anime first, I think is the right way to do it. That's the right order of things. Is really work on the lore and work on the multimedia and then start getting those collabs like Walmart and Target. Maiden Blood Moon Unleashed. So I think that's kind of a scenario where Otherverse can kind of learn from Metazoo's downfall. Is I think they're taking the right focus in the early stages. And I've said this many times. I don't believe that Metazoo was a rug pull from the beginning. But do I believe a lot of the aspects where they failed was because it was kind of a money grab type of thing? I do. I think rushing to the Tops, rushing to the Walmart and the Target and all these things, that was like the big money upfront move to make, but it wasn't the sustainable move to make. The sustainable move would be to invest in making the anime and not like the half-assed manga that they came out with on their website. So I don't think it was a rug pull. I do think they became overly focused on making money. And to maximize that, they got these, big distribution deals with Walmart and Target and started doing collabs like Tops and Sanrio. And I think they got kind of overzealous, constantly trying to one up how much money they could make. And I think that was their mistake. They didn't focus enough on the IP and on the branding. They were just trying to, I think they did get caught up in trying to maximize how much money they made for sure. But I don't think that's the same as it being a rug pull. I think it's just they made the mistake of getting caught up in the money. And I believe it was you, Otherverse, that told me it's about $150,000 per episode to do the anime on Netflix. If Metazoo was really pulling in 50 million in a year, I feel like that's definitely something they should have done. Man, that's insane. Ash and Lily Lost Princesses. And like I was saying earlier, I've never been a big waifu guy. But I think when it comes to opening packs, it's always fun to see a bunch of titties and hot girls when you're opening like the commons. So you have something pleasant to look at while you're opening the pack. And instead of just like a bunch of random like nonsense cards that are valueless, at least you're looking at like some hot chicks and some titties before you get to your big hit. And it's not that I don't like waifus. I just know that there's so many people that specifically collect waifus. Like that's their thing. That's never been my thing. But I will say when I'm going through a pack and I'm looking at titties, you can't complain about that. Like with Chronicles of Arcane, if you're opening a pack and you're seeing a bunch of cards like this, like Ancestral Orchid, like just a random picture of a flower, stuff like that is not as exciting as opening a pack and it's titties, ass, hot chick, ass, dragon. And I like this too. Random goat, alien random goat. Elven Queen. I mean, look at that. If you're opening a pack, which one of these would you rather flip past in your pursuit of a hollow hit? The Ancestral Orchid or the motherfucking Corpse Queen? Or a cute little baby golem? Oh, really? Cool. Corpse Husband. I'm familiar with him. And then I don't know if you guys saw this. These are just like regular commons. But I thought this was a cool idea. They connect. YouTube making me work tonight. I had to approve a lot of messages. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of people getting hidden, I see. I appreciate you, bro. You're the only wrench in the chat right now, DJ. We don't have our usual crowd. I guess it's because we're opening some different stuff tonight, but we don't have our usual mods. We usually have Greg and Atlantis. I appreciate you working overtime for me, brother. Nobody's even said anything that reckless. It's just all this titty talk. The Hell Queen. Another goat. I'm definitely setting the goats aside as if they're a hit. I mean, look at Dragon Queen. It's a bad bitch. Otherverse, you got to send me some more stuff to open for the next stream because I really don't want to open this one too. I need something in this nice acrylic that I'm not going to open. But I really do enjoy opening the Otherverse stuff because every time I do, we devolve into this titty and dragon talk, and I like it. I like it a lot. But I'm also a big sealed collector too, and I want to have a box sealed. I highly appreciate that, bro. Frost Archer, Ice Sniper. And then like on some of the longer streams, I like having just even if it's not just a dedicated stream to Otherverse or an indie TCG, on some of the longer Metazoo streams, I like having like some Otherverse packs sitting here that I can just open up like in between to kind of mix things up a little bit. And like I've got so much of this Primal, I've opened a lot of Primal on these streams because they sent me a shitload of stuff to open. So if we're doing a really long Metazoo stream, I'll just open some of that to spice things up. Dude, I've got like a bunch more of these. I've got dozens more of these 12-pack boxes. But Primal's one of those weird ones, man. They've got like no social media following. They've got like 1,000 followers on social media. There's like no secondary market. Like there's barely any Primal sales on eBay. But they've got like a real. It looks like they've got money behind them. Like they've got original art. There's no AI. The packaging is good. It looks really solid. But there's like no. I don't know. Like some of the Primal cards we got tonight, like I said, were some of my favorite cards that we opened tonight. I'd still take a run at Dark Magician Girl over these busty babes. I think she's over 18, right? Was that like a point of controversy that that Dark Magician Girl might not have been 18? There's another goat. I don't know, dude. Otherverse might have me with shit, I gotta look through and find her again. My favorite Otherverse waifu, even though I'm not a waifu guy. This girl right here. I mean, I like titties as much as the next guy. I've dated some girls with some big ass titties, but it's all about the ass for me. This is my girl right here. I might grade that just out of respect for that thing right there. Yeah, me too, DJ. I missed the old YouTube where it wasn't a big deal. I don't think I've pulled this one yet, even though it's a common. Balanced Koi. Dragon Queen Duel of Fates. Nice. Blood Queen. I mean, look at Dragon Queen. She's busting out of that shit. Fairy Queen. Spider Queen working with a little something back there. Actually, I guess now would be a good time to put up a poll. Let's see. Oh shit! I gotta switch accounts. I'm logged into Nick Strength and Power. I gotta log into Nick Strength and Pokemon to do this poll. All right, so I'm gonna do a poll for what your favorite indie TCG that we opened tonight. What was your fave indie TCG tonight? Cal, Otherverse, Primal, Chronicles of Arcane. There we go. I will say, even though Primal has such a small following and doesn't have any like secondary market value, I was impressed by some of the stuff that we pulled from there tonight. Arcane was okay. I'll show you. We opened up I guess it was the equivalent of a spell book. The pull rates were not good. It had 10 packs in it. I guess it was like a spell book, not a booster box. The pull rates weren't good. We didn't pull a single full hollow. We pulled all reverses from it. But the main complaint was that there was mostly AI art in the Kickstarter. And we had the owner of Chronicles of Arcane in the chat earlier. And he was saying that every set going forward, there'll be no AI. Every single card will not be AI, but it will have an actual artist behind it. And he was showing us some of the sample artwork for the future sets. But my favorite card from Chronicles of Arcane is this promo card done by a real artist. This thing is sick. This is my type of dragon. And like I said, this is kind of the thing that Metazoo couldn't really do. Because like we talked about with Primal, some of their cards weren't really cohesive. Like the artwork style didn't really match. But with Metazoo, they had this set artwork style, kind of that watercolor type of artwork that they kind of kept very uniform and cohesive across the board. But with their dragons, they kind of had to have them in that watercolor kind of almost chibi-esque design. Metazoo could never have a dragon that looked like this because it wouldn't fit with their art style, but this is the type of dragon that I like. It's got to look like this. So that was kind of the flaw with Metazoo, but also a strong point is they were very cohesive with their branding and their artwork and their design. But with their dragons, they couldn't really have cool looking dragons like this. They kind of had to be more Pokemon-esque dragons, more nerfed. They never really had something like this. But the good thing about that was Metazoo cards were very easily identifiable. They were very cohesive in design. Whereas with Primal, we had a lot of cards that were like, these don't even look like they're in the same game. But then Metazoo couldn't have cool dragons. But I think Metazoo did do a good job with the cohesiveness of all their cards. Spider Queen, Venom's Kiss. And I will say, I mean, Otherverse is doing a good job with that too. You can tell that all these cards are Otherverse cards. They're like similar layout, similar design. But here we'll do another Primal box here for Umu. Let me grab another beer, and I gotta pee again. If you guys are sipping tonight, even though probably most of you guys are not because it's a Monday night, take a drink while I'm peeing. And I found a couple loose Primal packs too. But I'll show you guys what I was talking about really quickly here with the lack of cohesion with Primal. I don't even know if Primal is PSA gradable, but I know they're BGS gradable. Let's see here. Man, we pulled a lot of cards tonight. Holy shit, we've been going for over 3 hours. What a fun stream. All right. So, for example, with Primal, I've already told you guys this is my favorite card that we pulled from Primal tonight, this pre-release card. And it's the only pre-release holo that we got from all those packs. Very Digimon-esque, interesting design. I think the colors are really cool. But then you look at like some of these other cards, like these don't even look like they're from the same game. These are also Primal. It's just not, it's not cohesive. Like these are totally different. Let me get a waifu out of here from Primal. Like it's just like look at this. These don't even look like they're the same thing. So Metazoo did that very well. They had really good cohesion, but like these cards look cool, but they don't even look like they're the same thing. Then like you've got a horizontal one that's like a different art style, different layout. I don't know, man. It's kind of a cool concept, but I like the cohesion of some of these other ones. But we'll see if we get anything out of these Primal packs. It's another good example of this. A lot of Magic the Gathering, got to look a few times to see if it's an MTG card. We've gotten like 5 of these Kamikos. Like even these two. Like they just don't look like they go together. The art is like so different. I don't know. If you look them up on look them up on Instagram, they've only got like 1,000 followers, and it says like this really weird name. Let me see. I was just looking at this earlier. Primal. So it says Primal TCG by Date Bio Labs LLC. No problem, DJ. Take a break, man. It says based out of Miami, Florida, though. It's like, I don't know. I want to give them a fair shake, though, because I like some of the cards I like, and the concept I like, but I don't know. It's weird. Like, look at this. This does not go with this. I do like Matilda, though. Matilda got a fat ass on her. Leona. Data bio means believe me. Oh, interesting. So they're weebs. Oh, Deegan, thank you, bro, for the 19.99 donation. I really appreciate that, man. Please open a one-piece booster box. Learn about IP after. You won't regret it, homie. How much does this booster box cost? Hey, Mario, what's up, man? Yeah, I want to see Umu get into Otherverse. You should send him over a booster box. Dude, I mean, talk about lack of cohesion. These two cards do not look like they're from the same game. Like those two artworks, what are we doing? I honestly, I can't wait to grade this Otherverse. I need this ass in a PSA 10. I keep looking at it in my peripheral. Balloon Fight says, just tonight, Nick, you've probably opened more Primal than anybody else. It's probably true. And another Call of the Crows. I think this is like a big chase card. It's like, it's the cover art card. And I think it's a cool looking card. I need some more sleeves. Oh, I got some right here. It looks like Otherverse might have made some new fans tonight. That's good. Good night, Umu. Thanks for stopping by, bro. Just keep me posted if you hear from the trustee, because I'm definitely serious about my offer, and if we hear back, we'll pull the trigger and get it done. All you gotta do is let me know what I need to do and where to send the money, brother. I appreciate you, man. Oh, Mario, me and Umu and I were gonna make an offer on Metazoo if we ever get back from the trustee. If we ever hear back from the trustee. Yeah, if you haven't hit like, make sure you hit like. Let's do before we get into some more Primal. I feel like we owe LolCal a little bit more. We started out with them. It's been like 3 hours since we opened LolCal. That's why I think it would be so epic, bro. Umu and Nick is the craziest crossover for me if this happens. Because Umu is kind of like the villain of Metazoo, right? He's like the biggest Metazoo content creator that's never owned a Metazoo card. That's like his thing. Then if he owned Metazoo with me, who's like the last Metazoo content creator, well, Metazoo Menace is still here. But it's like the hero and the villain type of thing. I think it'd be kind of cool. Goat token, basic tape. So again, if you guys don't know what LolCal is, it's kind of like a niche internet culture based game. They're doing the first promo card for this channel. I know who this is, Nikocado Avocado. I know that one. So if you guys know some of these references, I might not know them, but it's references to like obscure internet creators. Young Cyrax, The Bogrito. I don't know that one. Council's Verdict. Don't know this one either. Kiz the Rascal Queen. What the fuck? N-word Boy the Malevolent. Yeah, it kind of is internet cryptids. I think LolCal is a great place to start for the first promo card for this channel, because this is a niche internet culture channel, and I feel like the promo card is sick. It's going to be serialized, hollow, gradable. I think you guys are going to love it. Very niche for a very niche community. I like it a lot. And now we're going to have one with Otherverse. And it looks like, let's see, let's check the poll here. Otherverse is taking a pretty decent lead in the poll. 35% saying Otherverse was their favorite indie TCG tonight. LolCal 21, Primal 21, they're tied. Chronicles of Arcane 24. Then if you guys missed it in the beginning of the stream, this is like their golden collection. These are serialized. The cards were inside of this cartridge, numbered out of 99. My favorite packaging of the night, by the way. This is just so sick. I love this. This is just awesome. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna put this in my display case in my other room. This thing is just so cool looking. Yeah, even these. I mean, these are like the booster packs. They're cassette tapes. I mean, how sick is that? If Sorcery sends me a box, I would open a Sorcery box. I just know they're pretty expensive right now. I don't think I would buy one not knowing if I would like it or not. Like, honestly, I said it before, I'm just not going to get into a new TCG unless they send me something for free and I like it. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way to buy a new TCG. Just another golden tape, nice. Just like on a whim, taking a risk. After what happened with Metazoo, I'm not taking a risk with a new TCG and just like picking a random one and I'm going to start buying it. Really, the only way I'm going to get into something new is really what we're doing right here. Send me it, we'll open it, see if I like it. That's kind of it. Golden tapes are a 1 in 10 packs. So we pulled 2. That's pretty solid. All right, let's crack into a fresh box of Primal. 12 packs in a box, and they sent me a bunch of these, dude. I've got so many of these. Oh, I appreciate that, Escaped Alien. You reached out to him? Just tell him to message me. Is Nick a lolcow? No, so that's the thing. Is yes, it's like half and half. So half of them are lolcow, like they're the people that people laugh at. Then half of them are like people that people like. So it's like internet meme people. They're like people on the internet that people actually like. So there's like good guys and bad guys in lolcow. I was gonna show you guys a picture of. I don't know if you guys saw my story earlier. This is the creator of Cal in the new Nick Strength and Power shirt and the hat. He got the Bass Pro Shop Nick Strength and Power hat. It's my dude. Wow, did you get a shirt? Did you get one of the free shirts from the last stream? Are you talking about Dan as in A Drive? Is that what his name is? I've seen his channel before. Is his name Dan? Awesome, bro. Did you send me your address for a Nick Strength and Metazoo shirt? Oh, cool. Actually, here, I'll go. Let me follow him. I'll follow him from my main account. I remember I used to watch his stuff during COVID. When I was playing Sword and Shield a lot on the Switch, he had like a lot of Sword and Shield videos. This is him, right? Smoking them grits. What's up, brother? Supper has had some great Lolcow openings on his channel. I really don't, man. I wish I was more video game obsessed, but I don't know. For a period there during COVID, I was very heavily into Sword and Shield. I got really into Breath of the Wild. And of course, like whenever my friends come over, we all play Smash Brothers and have like a big Smash Brothers tournament on the Switch. But really in my free time, I can't sit and focus on a video game for like a long period of time. I just never been able to. But COVID was like a unique time where there was fucking nothing to do. And I got really big and I played Sword and Shield for probably 40 hours a week, just crushing that game. Then Breath of the Wild, I beat that game and I spent a lot of time doing that. And that was about it. I tried a little bit of the new Pokemon games, Legends Arceus, and what were the other ones? Scarlet and Violet. Just never got back into them. Why not go back to Pokemon? I mean, I will continue to open Pokemon on the channel, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm really not a big fan of the modern stuff. I sent you a picture of the stain. Here, let me look. On Instagram? Oh, cool. Someone else just got their Nick Strength and Power hoodie. What's your I don't see it. On the Pokemon Instagram? Oh, I see it now. Ooh, that is sick, dude. Stratomoth. That's cool. So yeah, hopefully if we'll do this again in July. I'm the stream's not over yet. We'll keep going. But we'll do this again in July and we'll have 4 different indie TCGs. So I should have my Nom Nom Kickstarter order in July. Then if we have some Alestrals, maybe I will get some Sorcery, and then we'll have maybe some more Otherverse. We'll see. We can do another, just a bunch of different indie TCGs in a stream, and maybe that'd be fun. Then maybe by then, yeah, that'll be cool. So we'll have some new ones. We'll probably have Alestrals. We'll have my Nom Nom. Otherverse said they're sending me some more stuff. Then we should have the promo cards by then. We should have at least the Cal promo cards. We could give away some of those in that stream. Yeah, that'd be cool. I actually did, Mario, I actually did get into Digimon very briefly when they started making the new Digimon cards. My favorite set was that classic collection they did, where they reprinted some of the. I think I have one sitting over here. Let me grab one. I think I have my favorite card from Digimon sitting over here somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is. Looks like Primal is creeping up a little bit in the poll with 27% to Other versus 32. Primal's climbing. All right, so we've got well, this is from the old one. This is the I guess this was the animation series, kind of like Tops, but it was Upper Deck. Skull Greymon was my favorite one from that, but from the new classic collection of Digimon, this is the Taco Bell artwork. They had a Taco Bell promo for War Greymon, and they redid it as a full alt art in the new Digimon, and I graded it, got a 10. This is one of my favorite Digimon cards of all time. I liked Digimon when I was a kid for a few years, but my most memorable card was this. I remember pulling this from a pack when I was sitting with my dad on the couch at our very first house when I was really, really young. So that's why that's my favorite. But I remember going to Taco Bell and getting the little kids meal and getting the original War Greymon from that Taco Bell meal. And that was like my favorite card ever. Oh yeah, dude. What are they going for now? They went way, way down. Actually, I think I have a sealed box. We're not gonna get into that tonight. I do have a sealed box though. Actually, I do have one. But yeah, they dropped like crazy. They're not still going for like 27, are they? And no, smoking. I never did get the 24 count blister. I need to do that. But yeah, classic collection is my shit. They're back up to like 50? I should have bought more when they were down to like 27 bucks. I remember that very vividly. You see them for 30? Where? Matilda. If they're 30, I'll pick some up right now. We didn't even get a hit from that pack. What the hell? That's a really fun set to open, though, if you want some Digimon nostalgia, because even though the War Greymon was my favorite one, they had, you know, like the Where Garurumon was one of my favorite ones. They got like all those original cards and like a full art variation. That's probably when I bought my box, the box that I have now. I probably bought it when they dropped to like 27 bucks. Because I remember on TCG Player when they went down to like nothing. What are they going for on TCG Player right now? Sasaki. Otherverse is back up to 35% in the poll. We've gotten a bunch of these Kamikos. Thanks for stopping by, Spud. Have a good night. Get some good rest. And I'll see you on the next one for sure. All right, Primal's starting to bore me a little bit with these. But it sounds like this was a good idea to do this stream. It sounds like we're building a pretty good group of indie TCGs for the next stream. And it seems like people found a new indie TCG that they like with Otherverse, so that's good. Another Matilda. I mean, I think someone said that they didn't like the artwork of this box. I think this box looks really cool, especially in this custom acrylic case. I think it looks nasty. Thanks, Escaped Alien. I think so too. I think it's kind of cool to discover these new TCGs together, because a lot of this stuff I'm opening for the first time. Obviously, I've opened a lot of Otherverse, but it's kind of fun to look through these cards that I'm seeing for the first time with you guys. Oh, smoking them grits. We're talking about the Digimon Classic Collection, not the 24 count Kuromi. What's the cheapest the Digimon Classic Collection's going for? Oh, I enjoyed them. I mean, look at her. Man, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, Primal's getting a little repetitive here. About to light some candles in this bitch. Let's do these last two lolcows. I think I'm gonna look on. I want to do a stream where we do some nostalgic shit. If we do like, we could do a box of Digimon Classic Collection. We could do like some of the Yu-Gi-Oh reprints, and we could do like, that would be a fun one. We could do like 151 or Celebrations or both. But we could do like all three of those. We could do, honestly, you could probably get a whole booster box of like OG Digimon for pretty cheap. But we could do like a nostalgic stream where we do the Classic Collection box, which is like a reprint of all the OG Digimon artwork. Then we could do some of the Yu-Gi-Oh reprints for the 25th anniversary. And we could do like Celebrations and 151 and do like just kind of, that'd be cool. I like kind of these little variety streams where we got like a smorgasbord of different things. But then it's kind of hard to do a thumbnail and a title if you got like all this different stuff to open. So I guess people are just going to have to stay tuned for whatever you're doing. MF Goon. I know this one, Chris Chan. I know who that is. Yeah, dude. I'm going to end it after this lolcow one. It has been almost 4 hours, which is a lot longer than I was planning on going. But I enjoyed talking to you guys. And that's what keeps these streams going so long, is like, I feel like we got good conversations going in the chat. If I just opened up this stuff as quickly as I could, it would go by really quick. Brown noise tape. Nate Dogg. Nikocado Avocado. Ooh, nice. Puff the Bearded Dragon. I like this one. Flip the Bird. Raxian Rage. Chris Chan, Envoy of the End. I like that one. And Fat Man, Wings of Redemption. All right. We'll end it there. I appreciate all you guys stopping by. You guys are making me want to stream again, though, so it won't be that long before we do another one. I'll figure out what I want to get. Maybe some Metazoo. Maybe we'll do the nostalgia stream of Digimon, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! We'll see, but I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great night, guys.